one out.
All right, here we go.
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
JP Show, 1025 The Bone. JP is not here. If you want him, you got to wait till Monday. Until then, it's your boy Dizzy. It's me holding it down, but I'm not doing it alone. Owner and proprietor of Dignitary Cafe, my big bro, Ian Beckles. How you living, brother?
Living large and in charge.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that intro.
Of course, bro.
Beautiful thing.
New hours, first off.
Yeah.
You guys.
New hours. We were kind of tinkering with our hours.
Yeah.
We're going back to midnight on the regular days, weekdays, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday till 3 a.m. So you come hang out to Dignitary late, or early.
Yes. Have some kava, some kratom. Maybe you just want a little spot to chill at. Put one in the air in the velvet room. Play some pool.
Right? 420 friendly.
Yes, lots of options out there, man. I'm out there every Thursday recording my podcast, so you can find me out there at least every Thursday. I try to make it out there when there's events out. I know you guys have some things in the work. The last thing was the comedy show, which of course was a huge hit.
Really?
Yeah.
It was?
It talked across the nation.
You know, it's funny. They did get a lot of run, though.
Yeah, they did.
They got a huge hit. I don't know. It was all that.
I remember I texted you. I was like, hey, man, you at your house still? You're like, I'm in Sarasota.
Yeah, I was in Ruskin.
You're Ruskin, yeah.
I'm not going to that.
I was like, oh, okay, I'll see you another day, dog.
I mean, that was all good. Listen, Everett was cool.
He's a good dude.
I like to give him the stage.
Yeah.
I just had things going on, man. You gotta prioritize.
Yes, I get that. On the way in, I was listening to the best of clips because my culture show, they're on break. They will be back on Monday. And it's always weird to me when I hop in the car and I turn on the car and I start driving and I hear Spanish.
It's different.
It's different.
It is different.
Because that was such a different time that I never thought would be like not exist anymore.
Correct.
And it brings me to a kind of a point of like that I actually talked to him not too long ago.
You spoke to him?
I spoke to him.
Text?
Texting.
Okay.
Texting and voice messages, which was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I was like, just call me, dog. Well, actually, no. I prefer the voice message now that I think
I
of
don't
it.
call.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I would have liked if you called now that I think about it. First time, well, not first time. Last time you, me, Gio all heard from him around the same area was at the Beach Bash.
Correct.
Which we found out when we were leaving Mike's show. Was it last Monday? I think, yeah. That we were like, we all got a text around the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
Which kind of told me that, like, he does miss being out here.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what he's going through now, okay? I don't know who he's exposed to now, but we were his people.
Yeah.
Like, without us, like, we were his people. So when you separate yourself from you, Carmen, Mike, myself, a couple other names, there wasn't a lot else going on. So what does he have going on? That's my question. And it's all good, but I just hope he's all right.
And that was kind of what my conversation with him was like. I was like, look, you don't owe me where you have to tell me everything that's going on. People in your ear were like, well, you're wrong. It was kind of just like the way I found
to get a lot of things off his chest. So I was asking me a few questions. Some of the answers I like. Some of them I'm like, that's really not the way.
But I could promise you that's not what it is in reality.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just being real with you because you're my boy.
Yeah.
And we had like, look, I still hang out, talk, and I'm never going to be like, well, now we just are never going to be the same because of what happened. Like, I'll still be your boy.
Yeah, man.
You need me and you hit me up. I'll still be there for you. I have no issues with that at all.
Correct.
And I feel the same thing with you. I would go, honestly, the only people you really need to have a conversation with is the morning show.
That's facts.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
fact, yeah.
because what happened with you and them is different dynamic with it. Happened with you and Spanish, me in Spanish.
He didn't do anything to me.
Yeah,
He did nothing to me, but I don't want to say let down, but he let them down.
Yes.
He let them down. Listen, him and Carmen were best of friends.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think the wild card in the whole thing clearly is his girlfriend, and I don't know anything about her.
yeah,
I met her one time, pretty girl. I don't know anything about her, so I can't really comment on that. Carmen can.
yeah,
So, and then, from what I've heard from her, she doesn't think it's that great of a relationship.
yeah,
So, clearly he's in a funny place. I would love for him to come back, though, because I still think Spanish is good people. I
Yeah.
think he just maybe lost himself a little bit.
The show was a different show. I want to say better with Spanish because whatever Mike and them decide to do, they're going to put on a great show.
Yes.
It was a different type of show, and I do miss that era of the whole show with Spanish included because they did have someone that would be. I want to say that they effed with him all the time, but
Yes.
they did like to poke him.
Oh, he was definitely that guy.
Yeah.
And listen, if Carmen left, Gio left, God forbid Galvin left, then we don't want to say Mike and then doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But I think the show's better with all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take any of the pieces out, the show's not going to be as good. Not saying it's still not good.
Yeah.
But every one of those individuals I talked about brings something to the show. Spanish brought something odd to the show. His conspiratorial mentality. He was a little off, but that's
You need that,
it's
though.
entertainment.
Yeah.
Though. So, do they miss him? Listen, I've been on radio show with Ron Diaz, and the next day I'm on with somebody else the next day. So you just gotta kind of figure it out, okay? And Mike's a professional.
Yeah.
They figured it out. That I still listen every damn day. It's still uber entertaining, but I can still miss Spanish as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any room for his return in any form here besides the weekend shows?
Not on Mike's show.
Yeah.
No, and I don't know if anybody else on this station would bring him in behind Mike's back. Okay, before anything would happen on this station on the normal shows, Spanish would have to go talk to Mike.
Yeah.
There's no way you're just gonna pop on the Drew or Sending or JP show and just be, okay? Because it just doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. They got to take care of their business. Because if you would ask me 2 years ago, name me one guy that's going to be on the show for 10 more years, I probably would have picked Spanish because of his loyalty.
Yeah.
And that's part of our conversation. Like, he was talking like loyalty was gone, and I'm like, bro, people aren't loyal for 20 years and then just stop being loyal.
Yeah.
You just saw things differently, and that's it.
Yeah. The good news with our conversations is back when you last talked to him, and I feel like I had conversations with him around the same time during that, he wasn't really, he wasn't taking, he wasn't like owning up to some of the stuff he did.
Okay.
But also, he was a hermit crab. You wouldn't see him out. He would just stay in, never hear anything about it. The good news on the conversations we had, I feel like he's coming out of his shell more, which he needs to do. Not for any sake of the bone, but just as Spanish. And I told him, like, look, you still reach out to Ian. He's going to be like, yeah, come through. Let's
100%.
hang. Put one in there. Let's talk. If you want to talk about what's going on, he'll talk about it. But I'm sure if you go hang out with Ian, he'll just hang out.
We don't have to. We don't have to
Exactly.
talk about it. We don't have to talk about anything. And my thing is, and I said this to you before, if you murdered somebody, we're still boys.
Yeah.
I would talk to you and say, hey, tell me, I'm going to pick your brain a little
Yeah.
bit.
Why'd you stab that guy in the neck?
Like somebody's like, oh, this guy did this. I'm not good with them. Man, if you're boys, you should be boys forever.
Yeah.
Period. And I'm not condoning murder
No.
by any means.
One of the things I thought was very interesting, but the whole thing was like the lies that he was keeping up, and it brought up a point to me of, do you remember any lies you ever kept?
Any lies?
Like whether you were a teenager and you, like, for instance, you're going to hate this one.
Okay.
When I moved here,
Okay.
I would absolutely deny that I was from Canada.
You still do.
I do, but when it was worse back then, because whenever someone would be like, where are you from? I'd be like, St. James, Trinidad. They're like, oh, where to go? Born and raised. And it was to the point where I did it because we had no Drake back then. So Canada was a lot worse off back then.
Oh, my God. So you're saying Drake legitimized Canada?
I'm not saying he legitimize Canada, but a lot more people gained interest when he got big. And you could say I'm wrong, but I 100% will say right now.
Thank God for Drake.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of other things. But Drake was a big part of, like, people are like, oh, Canada has some mystery to them.
Most people didn't even know Drake was from Canada. They didn't
Where
know
did you think? Where did they think he was from? Here?
They didn't care. Most people, where is Ludacris from?
He's from Atlanta, born in Chicago.
Because you're big into hip-hop. Most people don't care where you're from.
Yeah.
I bet most people don't know Drake's from Canada.
No. That's like one of his biggest things is he's like, Canada.
Yeah.
He talks about it as much as you, which is annoying.
Because we're proud.
You shouldn't be.
We're proud, not like you.
Yeah, it got to the point where I was so committed to this lie about being from Trinidad that I would, and my parents caught on to this a lot later, I would ask them things like, Mom, what hospital were you born at? So I then went back.
Deep in the
I
lie.
was deep in the lie, which is insane because it's so hard to keep a lie going. Like, obviously, as a teenager, I didn't know any better. But as an adult, just tell the truth. It's so much more work to tell a lie and keep that lie going consistently. But that's how committed I was. You never had any moment where you lied? Maybe you were cheating on a girl in high school or something?
I'll be honest with you, Dizzy. I didn't date a lot. There was nobody I could have cheated on.
Yeah.
I just didn't do that. You know what I mean? I don't lie to women still today.
Yeah.
I just don't lie to women at all. It just doesn't make sense. It's going to come back and it's going to bite you every time. And I'm just not a big liar. I'm not saying I've never lied, but I'm 58 years old. What do I need to lie for? I don't care what you think. Once you get to a certain age, you ain't there yet. Okay, how old are you?
36.
Okay, I heard you and John, everybody was talking about ages. And when you get to 40, when John, I felt like calling in. John, when you get to 40, your body will change immediately. For whatever it's going to change. Like the second day I turned 40, my body ached more. I couldn't see anymore. There were certain things that I couldn't jump anymore. Like
Couldn't jump anymore.
You think I could jump now?
No, that's a good point because it's so insane you said that because there was a moment where so we were at Nicole's aunt's house and I was going to jump in the pool, but like jump into the area. You know in the deep end how they have that ledge you can sit on? I was going to jump on there and something in my head went, your knees are going to hurt if you do that, dog.
Or pop.
Yeah.
Or do something where it's going to mess up the rest of your life. Don't do that.
Yeah, which never happened to me before. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I probably shouldn't jump on this ledge.
That's common sense because you didn't have that when you were 20 years old.
No.
When I was 20 years old, I would jump on here, do flips. I had no sense whatsoever. Now, if somebody throws something at me, I almost move out of the way because I don't want to move my arm too fast because I may hurt myself.
Yeah.
So that's common sense, and my body doesn't want a lot of stuff anymore.
My body's at the point now, and I don't know if this is bad because I'm 36, but it's at the point where like certain like if I go, Nicole the other day wanted something from under our bed, so I had to put a pillow down for my knees before I went and grab stuff.
Okay.
But that's also because I've had surgery on my knees and stuff like that, so
Sure.
they're very sensitive. But that's the age I'm at now where it's like I have to go comfort myself in different ways that before, need something under there? Yeah, I'll crawl my ass under the bed back in the day.
Sure.
Now, it's a whole issue.
What's funny with me is when I hear people say, oh, I have a bum knee from an injury that I had in high school. And in my head, I'm thinking, how many injuries have I had since high school?
Yeah.
Hundreds, okay?
Yeah.
I played until I was in my 30s. So you're still belly aching about a knee injury you had in high school? Come on now.
They should have definitely worked on that if it was in high school.
Come on now. Come on now. Come on. You're just getting old, okay? That ain't even it no more. You're just old now. That's it.
JP Show, what's your name?
Dave,
Dave, what's up, man?
Dizzy, Rush, Triumph, April Wine, BTO, Bob and Doug McKenzie. I could go on and on about Canada.
Preach.
Oh, man.
Preach.
Are you from Canada?
No, but I could go on and on about Canada.
Well, I want to hear anything
Bob and
else.
Doug McKenzie. No.
I didn't know what he was talking about until you started fist pumping over
really?
there. I was like, what are
You
you
ever
talking
hear of
about?
Triumph before?
Triumph the dog, yeah.
You're not Canadian.
Triumph.
I'm okay. Have you seen your birth certificate?
Triumph.
Obama?
Triumph what? Is that a band?
Yeah, it's a band.
That's why I'm bad. I'm not good at band names and rock and
April
stuff
Wine?
like that. I couldn't name you two members of any band.
I hear you joking sometimes, and I just know so much damn music. I'm a lot older than you, though. I'm a lot older than you. I was exposed to a lot. But I just think even if I was your age, I still would have explored more genres of music than you did. You know,
Okay.
You listen to Drake and Wiz Khalifa.
No, I do not listen to
and
Drake.
then Kendrick Lamar, and that's it.
Yes, Kendrick I do
That's
listen
it.
to. Yeah. Well, no, I listen to reggae, listen to dancehall, listen to soca, listen to R&B. I listen to rock, but not like you. Like I'll hear a rock song and go, oh, that's interesting. Let me save it to my playlist. You know bands. You know their the members. You know what they're strong at and weak at. I don't know that stuff about rock. I'll listen to jazz. I'll listen to anything. Country is probably the one genre that it takes a lot of work to get me
You
to
know
listen.
more than me. You know more than me in country. I mean, I know.
You don't listen to any country
No.
at all.
I mean, like to me, Chris Stapleton's not country. He's just a badass singer.
Okay.
That's not country, though.
What's country to you then?
Conway Twitty.
Who?
Waylon Jennings.
Okay.
Minnie Pearl. That's country
I
music.
feel like some of those names were made up.
They're on.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah and Farah, we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Avoid the stress of listing your home on the market and sell your home fast for all cash with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. And don't worry about repainting your scuffed up walls or fixing your leaky faucet. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market. Receive an all cash offer and close in as little as 21 days. There are no showings, no open houses, and no costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate makes selling your home stress free. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Now is the time to check your homeowner's insurance and ensure that you're covered before the next storm hits. Italiano Insurance can help give you that peace of mind. Even if your mortgage company doesn't require flood insurance, your home could still be at risk for flood. And now's the time to make sure your family is fully protected. Call 813-877-7799 or visit ItalianoInsurance.com today. Italiano Insurance, serving our community for over 60 years.
Have you been hurt in an accident? Bernetti PA is here with a quick response. One call and we're on it. It's fast, easy, and focused on you. Quick action, real results. Bernetti PA, we're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Summer is upon us. That means trips to the beach and sometimes a dirty car. That's why you need to think about a trip to Bubble Down Car Wash, where you can get the unlimited plan, go through as many times as you need to keep your car clean this summer. You'll have the cleanest car in town every time you bubble down.
Are you looking for the best advice on home financing? Tune in every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on 102.5 The Bone. With over 35 years in the mortgage business, the Loan Arranger is your key to smart financing.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to JP.
Ian said, I don't know nothing about no rock.
Actually, if I was going to go see one concert, it would be Rage Against the Machine.
Really?
100%. I love Rage Against the Machine.
JP Show, 1025 The Bone. Me, Ian Beckles, had to prove to Ian that I do know a little something about rock. To be honest, this is one of those songs I didn't really know about. Like, I've heard it before, and I was like, that's dope. JP played it once as a rejoin. I was like,
you ever dug into Rage Against the Machine?
No.
I think you would love it. It's very hip hoppy.
Really?
But it's a lot of hip hop. Like that guy's is hip hop, but the guitarist, the sound coming out of his guitar. Like if I say what instrument is that, you wouldn't even say guitar. He's amazing, but their instruments are all amazing, and they just got a lot of flavor.
So someone who's a hip hop fan would gravitate more towards this band.
I would say 100%.
Okay.
I mean, and the lead singer is light skinned.
Okay. I like that.
With some curls.
You should open with that.
It's a good start. You know what I mean?
This is going to sound bad. I was one of those types that always bet on the brothers. So, like, if I watch a boxing match and I don't know who the boxers are, I go, I'm going with the brother.
Yeah, it's from it's evolution, they say. You know what I mean? Like, you were on the streets and there's a brother, and I mean, you're like, yeah, brother's going to get him.
Yeah. So, I know you used to be married. And
I used to be married, yes.
I don't know what your theory was when it comes to being in a relationship, especially when you're married with someone.
Okay.
I always hear the term, this was a big thing. So back on the cruise, it's no surprise me and Nicole got in a big argument on the cruise. And I remember talking to one of the listeners because they obviously saw what happened. And I was kind of explaining what happened. And I was like, well, you know, she is this whole thing happened and she was wrong about that. And he goes, I'm going to stop you now.
Yeah.
And he goes, happy wife, happy life. You should know that. Like he goes, I could tell you're still young because when it comes to relationships, especially someone, a significant other you live with, you're married to, engaged to, whatever, you're very committed to, it's better to just take the L than stand on business. Where do you stand when it comes to that type of thing? And anyone want to join in 800-771-1025? I would love to hear from guys in marriages, relationships, anything like that, and where they stand when it comes to this, your theory. I will give out some tickets if it's a good one.
For myself, happy wife, happy life is factual. Okay. So you have to pick your battles. If you're battling all the time, it's not going to work.
For sure.
Sometimes take your L's. I don't know if I'm the right guy. I don't take L's well.
Same.
Like if I think that I'm right about something, I'm not going to concede. I'm not built like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but you don't want something to linger forever, okay? And that's what happens with relationships. Something bothers you, this bothers you, 10 things bother you, you don't say anything, then one thing happens and you just
it bubbles up. Yeah,
and
yeah.
you talk about all of them at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing's harder than a marriage for me. Maybe parenting. Parenting is harder than marriage.
All right, yeah.
But marriage is hard as hell. To wake up next to the same person forever, it doesn't even sound right. So in order for it to work, when you hear people have been married forever, there's got to be some compromise. There's got to be a compromise like, well, she's either right or he's always right. And it just has to work out. And there's no equation, though, because it may work over here and it's definitely not going to work over here. So relationships are tough.
Yeah. I'm I'm cut from the same cloth as you when it comes to that stuff. One, I don't know if you kind of touched on it and you're like, I don't take losing well.
I don't.
I don't know if it's my competitive nature because I'm kind of the same way. I don't care what we're doing. If we're playing rock, paper, scissors and I lose, I'm going to be pissed. Or if, we're having an argument and I feel like I walked away and go, well, I got my ass kicked in that argument. I'm going to hate that too.
Sure.
And when it comes to a relationship and, any arguments we have, if I know I'm right, and you kind of said it earlier, you do got to pick your moments. There are moments where I go, well, that's completely wrong, but it's just not worth the argument because it's like, well, what's that going to gain? You know what I mean? But there's moments where we get in an argument and now you're changing the narrative of the argument to suit your side. And I'm like, well, I'm going to stand on business because that's not what I said. That's not what I meant. It's just not as black and white as you're saying. I'm going to argue on this. And if this causes a little, day where we're, kind of avoiding each other, for me, it's, well, then so be it. Because I'd rather stand on business and that, no, that's wrong. And I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. And if you don't agree with it, fine. But that's more on you than it is on me.
Well, we have to understand that when you're debating something, okay, there's two sides to every debate.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm right. And she's like, I'm right. It's somewhere in the middle. It's always somewhere in the middle. And if it doesn't matter who's right, those are the ones you have to let go.
Yeah.
At the end of it, like sometimes this has to get rectified. And there's other situations where like, what are we arguing about? At the end of it doesn't matter who's right. You have to not do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Arguing for nothing. You're just arguing to be right. That gets you in trouble sometimes.
Let's take some of these calls. JP Show, what's your name?
Hey, it's Dakota.
Dakota, what's up, man?
What up, dude?
What's up, guys? So happy wife, happy life. I like to change that mantra to happy spouse, happy house.
Okay.
It goes both ways, man. You can't just cater to one side of the relationship. Both sides got to be happy in order to have a successful marriage, successful house. When it comes to the arguments, I've learned to pick and choose, like you guys were saying. Once the conversation goes in a direction that's not productive, and we start getting agitated, I've gotten good at separating myself, going and thinking, cooling off, and then coming back with a different perspective and trying to understand where she's coming from as well. It goes both ways. That's basically what I'm getting at.
It ain't easy. You're blessed. I mean, I've been around your wife for quite a bit. She seems like a sweet lady. I don't know how she is behind closed doors. I don't see her going ballistic by any means. But everybody has two sides, all right?
Oh yeah, for sure. She's actually very wonderful. She's very understanding, and it comes to a point where I got to put my pride aside and consider how she's feeling and where she's coming from. And just because I'm right, it doesn't mean I'm right. You know.
And she squeezed out 5 of your babies. She's right.
Oh yeah,
She's right all the time. I'm on her side every single time.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day.
Thanks for the call, Dakota. That was a good call.
Yeah, man.
Happy spouse, happy house.
Happy house. Yeah, it's all good.
I like that line.
Yeah, man, that's better.
I'm gonna start using that.
Yeah, man.
JP Show, what's your name? Hello.
Hello.
JP Show, what's your name?
Hey, Kenny.
Kenny, what's up, brother?
Hey, so, I'm on wife number 3, so
okay.
I've kind of been there. And I used to be in your shoes, young, and I'm gonna stand for my beliefs. And yeah, it comes down to pick your battles, man. What I like to say is, that scene in The Godfather where he goes, women and children can they can afford to be foolish or afford to be silly, but men can't. I would say the only thing you should really, really be firm on is if it's anything that involves the security of your family.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's all, it's not worth the time that you miss.
Can I ask you a question?
You have a death in the family, and it puts it all in perspective.
No doubt.
You shouldn't spend any time at all wasted.
Yeah, go ahead, Ian.
Hey, Kenny, let me ask you a question. You're on your third marriage. How much different are you on your third marriage than you were on your first? Like, obviously, you made some mistakes in the first two. Are you a lot different?
Oh, yeah, very. One, I'm no longer in the military, which is in itself a very trying time on marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you learn, and part of it is, you learn that a lot of stuff just doesn't matter.
Good catch.
Good
Good catch, dog. I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
thank you, brother. The thing is, we all change, okay?
Yeah.
We sometimes you change every 5 years, sometimes 10 years, sometimes it takes 20 years. In my marriage, we change at different times, and I think I'm different now. And if I was like this back in the day, I might still be married. Okay,
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because at the time, I didn't change. I was the same person, and my wife was changing, all for the better. And I was this is me. I'm this wild and crazy guy, blah, blah. And then afterwards, I'm like, man, if I did it again, I would do so many things different. Not saying I don't think I was a bad husband at all. There's nothing that you can say I was a bad husband. But it comes to a point where you're looking at each other like, what are we doing? Okay? Because that's a tough situation. And anybody out there that's married, you are shaking your head because marriage is tough every single day.
Yeah. One of the biggest issues, I think, with me and Nicole is we're both stubborn. And two people who just refuse to not be stubborn, that's not the greatest time in an argument.
Understandable.
Yeah. I do definitely agree with a lot of the stuff that was said here where it's kind of like you got to pick and choose. Even what Dakota said, like, I've learned now, especially the walking away to just cool off is one of the best things to do and come back, like you said, with a new perspective.
Correct.
Maybe you walk away and go, I'm 100% right, but I'm going to go back there and make this right by licking her wounds as much as I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
It's the better move in this option because at least with this, I'm being the bigger person going, fine, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
How could I make things better for you? What's going on with your head where, because she does a lot.
Sure.
And there are times where I'm sure she feels underappreciated because maybe I don't go, oh, my God, thank you so much for dinner. Oh, my God, thank you for nailing this laundry. You know what I mean? The little tasks that I don't think about because I'm not doing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, now you got to come home, make dinner, do laundry. You know what I mean? So I get it.
That's what's so tough is, like, I appreciated my ex-wife, but now I look back, I said, I could have probably told her that more.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And there's two sides to everything. Every argument you have, there are two sides, okay? And I think I see that more now. As I get older, when I'm debating something, I'll look at the other side and say, oh, I could understand that.
Yeah.
And you have to be open-minded enough to where when somebody gives you, feedback, you absorb it. There's so many people that just let ricochet off of them. Like, they don't care what you say. Like, they're not going to change.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy.
Same. And I don't know if it was the way I was raised. Here's the one thing with me. Love my pops. Me and him have a great relationship, a lot better than when we were younger.
Isn't that always the case, though?
You're probably right.
No, because this is the thing, okay? And my father, the way I was with my son, if 17, if somebody tells Marcus, you like your dad, he'd go, nope.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like me either because I put my foot in his ass when it need to be. But when you're later on in life, and Marcus look at me now like, now we're on the same level.
Yeah.
He understands it now. But at 17 or 16 or 15, they're not going to understand me keeping my foot in his ass. They're not going to get it.
That's a good point because there are times, like, especially even now being a stepdad, there are moments where I step back and I go, I'm my father right now. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that in a negative way, like, oh, my God, I'm turning into my dad. I'm like, oh, this makes more sense now.
Sure.
Now that I'm a parent, I get what he meant by this or, why he did that with me. And, it's a tough situation.
Well, there's certain things that they talk about here, and I listen to JP every day, and I'm a fan of the show and just the whole aesthetics of this show. And, Monica catches a lot of grief, but I think Monica is great, and it just makes sense, right? But there's sometimes JP will say, well, you shouldn't have a vote because you're not a parent. There's something to that.
Yeah.
There's something to that. If you've never been a parent, it's hard to comment on some things. Okay?
Yeah.
It's just like me being black, I shouldn't comment on white people stuff.
Yeah.
Vice versa, too, white people.
Yeah.
Because y'all comment on some stuff you shouldn't be commenting. And in our crazy world that we live now, it seems like people get offended by stuff about black people or the white people. Most black people aren't even that offended.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It is true because there is a moment on this show where, like, Monica got offended about something JP said towards like black people or whatever it was. Maybe it was like a black people can't swim, and she's like, well, that's offensive. I'm not saying that was it, but
it's
I was
generalization, and it's true.
Yeah, and that's my thing. I go, when it comes to me on air, I like to make those type of jokes. Like, I don't know if you heard way back, Nicole's oldest, who's her birthday, happy birthday, Gwen, she was playing this game, and she had to pick, like, who would be 3 guys you married? And they were all black guys that she married. And they were like Javon and like DeMarcus and stuff. And I leaned over to Nicole. Actually, I said it out loud. I didn't lean over. When she started going, I go, well, your credit's going to be bad. I didn't actually mean it, but it's.
Who got offended, though?
Well, I'm just saying.
Anybody get offended?
No, not in that. Well, Nicole was kind of like, damn. But she wasn't offended.
But it's funny.
And that's the thing. She knew I was joking. I don't really believe all black people have credit.
If I make a joke about white people can't dance, you think I want to get in a dance off with John Travolta?
Yeah.
No, thank you, because he's gonna mop me. So it's a generalization, and it's comedy. It's a joke. We're too sensitive, man.
And that's the perfect point, because I feel like when I make these jokes, I'm saying it's okay to have these little jokes between one another, especially when you're joking on your own kind.
Correct.
Like again, when we were playing the whole thing, and she was like, she had to pick how many kids she had. I was like, single mom of 2 kids? That's going to suck. Don't really believe that, but it's funny to say because it's like, again, we're so sensitive that we're afraid to make jokes anymore and just have a good time. And that's what keeps the racism away. It's when we're all able to make jokes and have fun together.
You know who doesn't make jokes? Racists.
Yeah, exactly.
They just be quiet, and they just be racist on their own.
Yeah.
Like, somebody, like I was talking to somebody the other day about, you see a guy in his car and he's singing hip-hop music and he uses the N-word because it's in a song. You're racist. That guy's the least racist guy. The racist people aren't listening to hip-hop music with the N-word in it, okay?
Exactly.
So it's just, as a society, we're just too sensitive. We love to point fingers, and I'm not a finger pointer. If it's not affecting my little area, and my area is small.
Yeah.
If it's not affected by, I couldn't give a rat's ass.
Same.
Straight up.
Same. And to that point, I was saying kind of as well, there was a moment where Monica got mad at JP for saying whatever he said, and I go, well, I'm not offended, so you don't really speak for me. Because if anyone, I'm the one who should speak up and be like, no, JP. But one, there's that, and two, I know JP. You know JP, Monica, so it's kind of like it's not coming from a place of hate.
Correct.
It's we're having fun here. We're entertaining.
Yes.
Let's entertain.
Yeah, racism, people, are not words.
Yeah.
They're feelings. And listen, people say some things sometimes. I was on air on the radio. Remember, you ever hear the name Fuzzy Zeller?
No.
Fuzzy Zeller's an old golfer.
Okay.
And when Tiger Woods won the Masters, I think it was the Masters, well, you get to pick the meal for the next year.
Okay.
And Fuzzy Zeller is like this real popular guy.
Yeah.
Caucasian. They said, Fuzzy, do you have any, could you tell Tiger anything? And he said, tell the little boy to not serve fried chicken or whatever the hell they eat.
Oh.
So I'm on air, right? And I'm like, okay. Because there's a bunch of people telling me it's not racist. And I go, it's not up to you.
Yeah.
It's not up to you. And I'll ask 100 black people, and 100 of them will say, that's racist. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I think we're getting to a point now in this world where we're saying some things aren't race. And like, as far as lying goes, boy, we are a lying society. Boy.
Yeah.
In the United States, we lie. I shouldn't watch TV. There's nothing but lies on TV now. It's hurting my feelings. I'm being serious about this now because I'm hearing people lie to cover up pedophiles. I don't get it.
No.
Like, what? When did this happen? To where we're gonna cover up pedophiles? That's the worst thing I could think of.
Yeah, we really aren't cooked in a society when we were like, yeah, it's okay that people are not releasing this list and they're lying about it and all that.
Since when?
We should move on. Why?
Move on?
You know what I mean? Like, why?
The funny part
we
is
should figure this out.
There's one person in jail. It's a woman.
Yeah.
It's a woman.
It's true.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
For now, she's going to get out. I was listening to Mike Couch's show, and somebody says he's going to pardon Maxwell. Mike goes, there's no way he can. Oh, Cronteur, bonjour.
Yeah.
He's going to pardon the hell out of her.
Take this last call. JP Show, what's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Ooh, I love this. A woman's perspective. Go ahead, Sarah.
Well, first of all, the guy stole my line, the happy house, happy spouse. But what I was also going to say is there's always some truth to every side. And 9 times out of 10, there's an underlying reason. I've been married a long time, almost 27 years. So, like, when we argue, at one point, I'm just like, what's really going on? Because what we're fighting about, first of all, we forgot. And second of all, is there's usually always an underlying reason that something's bothering somebody, and it's not really what you're fighting about.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah. Call back if you want to get your last point.
That is true, though. Like, sometimes you're like, that's not what's the issue.
Yeah, it's kind of what you had said earlier, where it's like a bunch of stuff you don't address, and then one thing happens and it bubbles up.
I got a great example.
Yeah.
The kid was just with the Raiders. Wilkins, did you hear about the Wilkins kid that kissed his teammate on the head?
No.
He's a defensive tackle for the Raiders. Okay, he kissed his teammate on the head and he was released because they said it was uncomfortable. Now, this kid Wilkins used to play for the Dolphins. Warren Sapp told me he was gay ages ago.
Okay.
Like, there's video of him grabbing guys' nuggets on the field.
Oh.
And he's very flamboyant. Okay?
Yeah.
Listen, I have absolutely no problem with gay people.
No.
None. Just ask Andy. I have none.
Yeah. Your shop is very open.
Do you think him kissing a guy in the head was the reason why he was cut?
No.
Oh, hell no. Because I can tell you right now, I could walk up to any of my mates from back in the day and kiss them on the head and they would not trip.
They just go.
There's something he did before. Suppose he was tickled dude's feet.
Okay, that's.
Okay. Tickling dude's feet.
Yeah. Tickling dudes in any capacity is weird.
No dude tickling.
Yeah, I've never been around any time in my life. I've never been around my boys and go,
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Elysian Space Dust IPA presents St. Pete Grunge Fest, a free show Friday, August 8th at Janus Live. And you guessed it, it's all grunge all night with some of Florida's best tribute bands, including Nirvana, a tribute to Nirvana. In a Nutshell, a tribute to Alice in Chains. And Still Alive, a tribute to Pearl Jam. It's a free show, but you need a ticket. Ask your bartender for an Elysian Space Dust IPA and free tickets at Eddie's Bay Pines, Knockin' Boots, Bourbon on Main, Brulin's, and Ferg's. The show is 21 and up. New bands with the classic grunge you love. St. Pete Grunge Fest, August 8th at Janus Live. Presented by Elysian Space Dust IPA and 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
My name is Attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
Avoid the stress of listing your home on the market and sell your home fast for all cash with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. And don't worry about repainting your scuffed up walls or fixing your leaky faucet. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market. Receive an all cash offer and close in as little as 21 days. There are no showings, no open houses, and no costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate makes selling your home stress free. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Celebrate your love this summer at International Diamond Center and get a free romantic getaway on us. It's the Summer of Romance event, now for a limited time at IDC. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free trip. It's a great time to get that engagement ring and let IDC buy your honeymoon. Here's how it works. If you spend $3,500, IDC will give you a 3-day, 2-night hotel getaway with a $100 Visa card for spending. Choose from a dozen romantic cities. Or spend $5,000 on her jewelry and IDC will give you a 3 or 4-night luxury cruise for 2. Spend $10,000 and you'll get a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort. Choose from 4 countries. Listen, if you're getting engaged, celebrating an anniversary, or just want to get away for some romance, IDC has it covered. You buy the ring, we'll give the getaway. Hurry, this is a limited time offer. Details and restrictions at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money Americans in 2025 are now spending on gas in a year, even with lower gas prices. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right, you can earn real cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SPORTS to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
I'm talking to WeatherTight Mike and would love to hear the story of how you started WeatherTight Windows. I'm assuming when kids wanted to play pro baseball or be an astronaut, you wanted to get people quality windows.
Well, Michael, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a superhero. But then I realized I'm more a guy who installs window than a guy who wears capes. So I decided to channel my superpowers into something that actually makes a difference, like keeping your home safe from hurricanes and your energy bills from flying away. I mean, who needs to fight villains when you can fight drafts, right? Plus, windows are a lot easier to install than a Batmobile.
There you have it. At the end of the day, WeatherTight Mike is just a big nerd. But you can protect your family like a superhero from hurricanes, storms, strong winds, all by simply going to WeatherTight Windows. Get WeatherTight Windows out in your home and stay protected during hurricane seasons. Go to WeatherTightWindows.com and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta show, the cool Mike, not the nerdy window guy.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Hi, welcome to IKEA.
This is my college campus.
Correct, but I see you're on IKEA.com ordering some college items.
My daughter's room is pretty bare. We need a lamp, some comfy pillows, her favorite stuffy.
Dad! With pickup options, we've got what you need to conveniently order IKEA. Literally anywhere.
Sweet. More time for gaming.
And studying. Wait, where are you going now?
Have to show the Ultimate Frisbee team how easy it is to order from IKEA. Get IKEA whenever, wherever, however you want. Choose from thousands of pickup locations, affordable delivery options, and more.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
And now, back to JP.
When it comes to love, I don't lie.
We don't lie, man.
And the girls respect me for
You gotta respect that.
Ain't gonna say my nose can't be over.
I mean, never say never.
Right now it's just too many
ladies.
out there to choose one from.
I love girls, I do adore.
JP Show, 102.5 The Bone. I'm Dizzy, covering today. Tomorrow will be Mo and Friday. Today I got my big bro in with me, Ian Beckles, owner of Dignitary Cafe, located off West Shore, right near the Gandhi. You said you got some stuff cooking up, right?
Well, we're always cooking up a little something, but I know the great John Senning does commercials for Kava Social and Bodie and Sarah. I mean, there's a lot of Kava bars in this area. Okay?
Yeah.
If there's two people that are family to Dignitary Cafe, it's Bodie and Sarah. Okay.
Yeah, they're awesome.
We're always there. They're always here. They've helped during the storms. They helped us out during hard times. They helped us out. Straight up family. So, it was actually Bodie's idea to do an event and kind of we'd like to turn it into kind of a bone appreciation thing.
Ooh.
We're looking for the 15th. We're gonna do some karaoke. My girl Fancha's gonna do some karaoke.
15th of this month.
15th of this month.
Yeah.
I want to invite Johnny B. I want to invite yourself. I want to invite Pap. And I also want to figure out a way to raise money for Chamberlain football. So I want to get, obviously, Carmen and Coach Chad.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the players there, make it a big thing, and make it a hootenanny. So,
yeah.
The 15th, we'll get that going. And I've sat down with Bodie and Sarah quite a few times. pick their brain business-wise. And a long time ago, they were saying that you were going to be the new spokesperson for Carver Social. Now, what happened with that? I heard John go, yeah, I mean, Dizzy's going to be taking it over. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so love Ryan and Sarah. I met them obviously through you with the morning show when we covered, and they were cool people. I had a great conversation, built a relationship slowly with them. John Senning, he's the whole reason I had that endorsement, because he's like he was in my position where he's like, man, I know how hard it is. I know when they don't want to give you full time, and you're just trying to make ends meet. I don't want you to ever think that I don't got your back. And he went out exactly. Yeah. And back when Mike asked me on that Monday, like, whose show would I leave, and I instantly said JP over John Senning. It was because of that. Okay. It's because John's got my back. Yeah. And I love that guy like a brother. Like, Mike asked me if I would take over Pap's position, and I go, would I have to leave John's show? And he's like, yeah. I go, no. And it's no hit on Mike and all of them, but I love what John has done for me. He's trusted in me on the chair too. He's looked out for me. I love what we got cooking up. So he, reached out to Ryan and Sarah and were like, what do you think if we both did the account and then I just let Dizzy run the account? And they're like, yeah, we love that idea. We were working out stuff, but when it comes to anything with endorsements, you have to go through sales, right?
That's fact.
They're the middleman. Like, yeah, you could go talk to the people, but sales are the middleman that kind of be like, this is what the client wants, blah, 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 blah. The middleman that we had ended up quitting here. Before they quit, there was no really communication. We didn't know that the person was even quitting. And there was no communication, and they kept messing up the account where, like, they had John on for the whole account. And John would be like, did you get paid for it? Did you get paid for it? I go, no, I didn't. I'm the type that, like, you're hooking me up, so I'm not going to go hound you and be like, they took me off the account again. And
that's a big chunk, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
And I'm sure Bodie and Sarah would love for you to jump on board, because this is what I explained to them. I go, you already have John. Yeah. John's already family. If you have Dizzy and you have both of them tag teaming, that's the best. Yeah. That's the best.
So he, long story short, we got someone new in because that person left, and it seems like we're all on the same page now, which is, a great thing. Speaking on the next Friday stuff, 100% in. Okay. I would love to be part of anything, not just with them, with you, obviously. If you got events going on and you want me to pull up and, it makes sense, I'm there. If it's something for Canada, I'm like, no, figure it out. Figure it all out, dog. But anything besides that, I'm in.
You know what's funny? While you're talking, I realized our first Chamberlain game is next Friday.
Oh, so you can't do that.
So that might be a little tough. So yeah, Tom Ponzo, if you're watching, I think they're at Dignitary Cafe watching on YouTube TV. Okay. The 15th isn't going to be tough. Let's do it on. I can have football every Friday though.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
You got to make it like a Saturday or something.
A Saturday or Thursday, maybe something like that. Yeah.
Thursday I can make. Why?
Well, you're there Thursday anyways. Huh? You're usually there Thursday anyways.
Yeah. After a certain time, I'm free because I got to coach. I coach on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay. And I'm going to be part of the Chamber
I heard.
team now. Yeah,
I heard.
Yeah, the coach, he was actually Chad was the one who lined it all up. Shout out to Chad. He's the man.
Yeah, he is.
I was just chilling on JP show talking about how I was kind of over club football and like coaching and blah blah blah, and I think I was done with that chapter. And he was like, "Man, you got to come to Chamberlain."
Yeah, man.
I was like, he's like, the head coach is leaving. He would love for someone to take over and someone that he feels the program safe in. And he's like, let me go holler at him. And he did. He talked to him, and I had to talk with the head coach, and he's like, look, I want to see some of my seniors off. I was even going to go coach this year, but I'm going to finish this year. And then if you want, it's all yours. So I'm like 100% in, and I'll walk away for club and only do, high school football.
Sure. Chad is going to change the athletics in Chamberlain. He's going to, because it's about passion. And listen, Chad got there. You know how it started? Did I ever tell you the story?
No.
And I said this the other day when they had the roast, when Johnny B did the whole comedy thing. This is how it started. Mike Calta had a dinner at Frankie's Chop House when it first opened. Okay. And he invited me. So I sat there eating, and I had never really met Chad before. Yeah. And then he walked up to me, and he goes, at the time, he just looked nerdy to me.
Yeah.
Like he's nerdy.
Yeah, he definitely
He's like, hey, you coaching? And I said, yeah. He goes, you know I'm a coach, right? I go, really? You play football? Like, I'm looking at him like, you don't play football.
Yeah. You look at his build. He's just a slender. This is going to sound weird.
Yeah.
He has like a male model build.
Okay.
Tall and slender.
Yes.
Very like he's built, but you have to see him with like his shirt off or something to understand that.
With all his clothes on, he's just like a skinny individual.
Yeah.
So I was like, you're a football guy? He's like, yeah, I coach here. I ran this whole program. I'm like, really? I said, well, why don't you come by and hang out and just, at the time, James Wilder Jr. was there. I go, see what James says. And he came aboard. He had a very little role, and it didn't work out with the James Wilder Jr. thing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Chad was the head coach. So I brought Chad along.
Yeah.
Like, he reminded me of Henry Winkler. I said this the other day here, but Henry Winkler on the Water Boy. That was holding his. You've seen the Water Boy?
Yeah, of course.
Henry Winkler is always holding his notepad.
Yeah,
he was like that guy. Like, he loved football.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, the way he was looking at me, like, I love football, and he loves football.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
There's no doubt that he's there for those boys.
No doubt.
Like, he's a real coach. Like, there's coaches who are there. They'll show up and they'll run through the plays and they'll do this. He's looking out for the boys, and that's a big thing. You don't get that a lot from coaches. I wanted to gravitate to when I was playing 2002 to 2005. I was still here. Chamberlain was a big school.
Yeah.
Chamberlain's football program was, top tier. They weren't the best, but they were like, if you ranked the top 5, they were probably the top 5 in the district. Even the soccer team, I remember when we played them, it was a battle. It wasn't like we could just run through them. Before you guys arrived, I don't know what happened, but they had a nosedive. And the program, when it came to sports, at least football and soccer, took a nosedive. Chad and you guys have been building up that program with the football.
This is 1 year. It's just 1 year, but we definitely look different. We were a different animal.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's rewarding, it's fulfilling, and also tears my heart out at times because, like, just today we had 16 kids. At practice.
That's the thing. 16
kids. You have 11 kids on the field at the same time. We have 16 kids. I have 6 linemen. 2 of them have never played before. And I was just like, this is a chicken salad, chicken spit type of thing.
Yeah.
How do you make, I got to create an offensive line with a bunch of kids that never played offensive line before. And if anybody has played sports, I'm going to tell you what, there's no more individual position to play than offensive line. You can get a natural DB. You can have a natural wide receiver, a natural defensive lineman. Nobody's a natural offensive lineman.
Yeah.
We don't move normal. We're moving backwards, forward. It's not a normal thing. So you can get a kid on the street with long arms, and he looks fast. Go, come over here. Catch this ball.
Yeah.
You're a receiver. Or you get a kid that's 260 with long arms. He's a bully. You're a defensive end. Go chase that guy.
Yeah.
It's not hard. Offensive line, there's a lot of sculpting, footwork, hand placement, head placement, a lot of different things. So I have the hardest job out there.
Yeah.
Is to make these kids who know nothing about football offensive linemen, which is not an easy thing to do.
Yeah. I'm kind of suffering for the same thing when it comes to new players. So outside of, high school, when it comes to football, soccer, I'll start calling soccer since
Thank you.
Not confuse people.
Thank you.
I'm so used to that with my parents. But with the soccer, right, you have rec, which means you get a certain amount of time to play, at least 50%. Competitive is the best play. You come, you train hard, you play. I had a team, and I built a strong team. A lot of the guys walked away because their parents didn't like that I was holding them responsible. They're like, you should be licking their wounds instead of calling them out. I go, that's not the way I coach.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, if that's the way you want,
Bye-bye.
I respect it, but that's not what I set up here.
Yeah, go elsewhere.
I'm going to hold you responsible to the point, like, I'm not going to, like, pull you off the field and just, like, lay into you, but you come off. I'm going to tell you how come things went wrong. That goal was your fault. You didn't do this, you didn't do that, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to hold you responsible, hold you accountable, because you're never going to learn if I'm just licking your wounds. A lot of parents didn't like that. One lady got at least 4 of them to leave the team. Fine. That's fine.
What a terrible. That drives me nuts.
And I was going to say this in the group chat that we had because I was like, you're not hurting me. I already did my career.
Yeah.
I'm happy with where I went in the sport. You're hurting these boys who are all committed, and they get the idea that we built here. And because you're too soft, you're pulling our players away. That's insane.
Yeah.
So I had to pull players up from rec to make sure we had a team that I could field. And it's the same thing. I have to now go through the very basics to catch them up to be able to compete we're in first division, at the highest level that we could play in this league, which is not easy. It's so effing hard. So I get the whole idea of you being like, all these little technical things, I have to now break down and find a way to catch them up to the players who've been doing it forever.
Before every practice, I sit all my linemen down on the bench. I go, sit, take your helmets off. And I just teach them something about life. Okay, today I was like, how much do you think I'm getting paid to do this?
Yeah.
I go, how much do you think I'm getting paid? He goes, 15. I go, 15 what? He goes, dollars? And I go, I wish. If I got $15 every time I was out here, that'd be a lot of money. I get zero. I drove from South Tampa to come here for your snotty noses.
Yeah.
You guys weren't here yesterday. Half of them aren't here right now. And I go, at the end, when this is all over, my life is over, this team won't be brought up in my world.
Yeah.
This is always going to be your team.
Exactly.
Especially the seniors. This is going to be your team forever. If you win a state championship your senior year, you'll talk about it forever. Or you'll just do it half-assed and just, it's going to be a passing by type of thing.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
And that's where we are right now because 16 players in practice ain't going to cut it for very long, brother.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's so funny because Ted Lasso, great show.
I've not seen it, but I've heard it's great.
One of the best moments it had is when they flipped the Iverson interview. Okay. Where Iverson, if you guys listeners don't know, there was a whole thing in the press conference where Iverson was getting questioned for not going to practice, and he was like, "Practice?"
Did you understand his angle?
I do.
I understand his angle wholeheartedly.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing that.
Yeah.
But the whole thing they flipped was like why you should be at practice and why you should care.
Yes.
And I love that. At the professional level, I know there's a lot of different variables to it, but with what we do with these boys, practice is everything. Mm-hmm. And I had to break it down to them. We practice twice a week. You should be out there with the ball every day you can. Because you're not, who do you think is going to win and when you get to the higher levels and they're picking teams? The guy that's practicing the same amount of days as you twice a week, or the one who's going to that and then touching the ball around and doing stuff and working on stuff on the days off? Yeah. Who's going to progress, brother? Like, it's insane to me.
Yeah, this generation is different than my generation, but I can't compare myself to a lot of these kids because we were different. I'm just telling you, I grew up with different dudes. Like, we all played Division I football, and a lot of us end up being pro, but we were lifting weights at 12 years old, seriously.
Yeah.
So these guys are not us. Because what I remember last year, I go, how much you bench press? 150, and I go, what about you? 170, and I go, pounds? I go, everybody in the weight room. And I put 220 on, and it buried everybody. Then I put 135 on, and some guys did it twice. I know women that could do it 6 times.
Yeah.
So these are my offensive linemen. So when did lifting weights and football be separated?
Yeah.
When was that? When did that happen?
Yes.
They're synonymous. They have to go together. There's no great football player that didn't lift weights. I mean, Herschel Walker, I can do 1,000 push-ups or whatever. He's in unbelievable shape. You can't be a great football player or soccer player without busting your butt.
Yeah, and it's strength and football hand in hand. The same with conditioning and soccer, hand in hand.
And
you guys are running 2 laps.
And strength too, though.
Yeah, and you're running 2 laps and you're huffing and puffing. You guys realize when you get to the highest level, you should be able to go 245s, what we play, without needing a break, a huge break. Like, and I take into the fact that some days it's ridiculously hot, hotter than when I played. I get that. But that shouldn't be your excuse of why you can't do anything. You're just out of shape.
Yeah,
and you need to fix that.
These kids are ridiculously soft. Speaking of soft, I heard Johnny B, but I'm not going to do that.
Look, man,
I'm not.
I've wanted to start all fat leagues for so long, dude, because number one, what's more entertaining, right?
Yeah.
I would watch.
You know what I'm saying? No Gatorade, just milkshakes on the sidelines. You know what I mean?
That'd be good.
Yeah, you know who the champion of every league is? Whoever's left.
That's a good point. I like that.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Did you miss the Mike Calta show today?
Guess what I did yesterday?
Colonoscopy.
No, you're close. You're close.
Oh, colonic.
No.
Prostate. Okay, close to that is.
You guys are
gross.
all very close.
Okay.
You're all very close.
Bar. Oh.
No. Getting colder.
I will probably do that someday. He's right.
Listen to the Mike Calta Show every weekday morning at 6 a.m. on The Bone.
Or anytime with the full show replay.
On the free 102.5 The Bone app.
Experience Monster Jam live and become a fan for life with an ultimate day of family fun at the Amalie Arena on August 15th through the 17th. Get ready to cheer, scream, and be amazed as massive Monster Jam trucks and world champion drivers take over Tampa for a weekend packed with high-flying action and jaw-dropping stunts.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Everybody's talking about Hard Rock Bet. You got a feeling about today's game? Turn your prediction into an epic payday on Hard Rock Bet right now. New customers get $150 in bonus bets instantly after placing just a $5 bet. College football's back this month, and we are weeks away from the NFL. Plus, you can bet on UFC, golf, and so much more. One player cashed a $10 parlay for $20,000 last month. Download the app now or simply go to hardrock.bet. It's Hard Rock Bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus, physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new CRV for just $199 per month. New Accords are just $189 per month. Or get a new Civic for an incredible $169 per month. We're approving all credit applications, and we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-575-7725 for more information.
Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain, very intense, can make your eyes water. It makes you walk funny because you're trying to get pressure off your heel. I had instability. I was so frustrated. I didn't know what to do. And I was driving past the Good Feet store. I mean, why not? Give it a try.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love.
They wanted to make sure they fitted me with the right thing. And so they brought out several different arch supports and gave me the opportunity to try them in shoes and walk around with them until they found the perfect ones for my feet. I had no idea that they would be that patient, and I had no idea they would be that kind. And you just knew, like, your feet just, when they got on the right ones, they were like, oh, yeah. And it really did make a big difference. It made my foot not hurt. I'm Teresa, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Stop by any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Get a free tank of gas with any service appointment during our Customer Appreciation Day.
Thank you.
At Ken Ganley Kia for 1 day only. Saturday, August 9th. Service any make or model and get a free tank of gas on us. Whether it's an oil change, tire rotation, or a full service checkup, we'll include a free tank of gas with any paid service. Appointments are limited. Call today or schedule online at KenGanleyKia.NewportRichie.com. Ken Ganley Kia, Newport Richie on US 19. Bigger discounts mean even lower prices at Ken Ganley Kia, home of 0% financing, 0 down, or 0 payments for 90 days. We've got over 1,200 new Kias with discounts up to $5,000. That's $5,000 off at Ken Ganley Kia, Newport Richie on US 19. Online at KenGanleyKia.NewportRichie.com. 25 Sportage APR 48 months plus tax, tag, title, and dog fee on approved credit through KMF.
You still have 40 million plus vehicles globally that are driving around with a potential ticking time bomb, a grenade in either their steering wheel or their dashboard. When we look to what injuries may have transpired from a defective airbag, we generally see loss of vision in an eye, or we see facial lacerations. We also see hearing loss. Unfortunately, we started seeing death after death after death. When that passenger airbag exploded, it basically degloved his entire face. He lost his nose, he lost his right eye. The type of catastrophic injuries that one is more accustomed to seeing in a Hollywood movie, and not something from a device in an automobile that's supposed to protect you. Morgan & Morgan has a national reach in terms of handling and prosecuting cases, notwithstanding the team of lawyers that we have collected that focus only on product liability day in and day out.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit us at badairbags.com for an office near you. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to JP.
I go by the name of Pharrell from the Neptunes. And I just want to let y'all know I'm your pusher. The world is about to feel something that they never felt before. Come on.
JP Show, 102.5 The Bone. You already know what it is. It's your boy Dizzy. I'm hosting today, tomorrow, and Friday. Mo will be in. Cat named Mo, that is. He will be joined by, I believe, someone who's in right now, Johnny B.
Yeah, Mo is actually getting $1,000 a day to fill in for JP.
Mo and Johnny B. When's the last time you guys did a show together?
BDRS.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard you guys together, really. I've heard stories, but I'll be listening.
A lot of people think we don't like each other. The point...
I'm one of those people.
No, dude. The reason
I don't think that's it.
The reason why we're never together is it's two mega powers in the same room at the same time. Place might combust.
Yeah. A hole might open up. We all fall into an abyss.
Oh, my God, dude.
So much talent.
Everybody crawls out better people.
You know.
I heard you guys used to butt heads a lot.
They still do.
Especially on the BDRS. I don't know what led to you guys going your separate ways, but that's what I've been told by tons of people. It's like, well, they were butting heads too much. They had to
That's
separate.
everybody, though, on shows?
Now, I was going to say, Mo...
You and Mo butted heads.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they do, when you work with someone every day and you talk every day with them, there's going to be moments where you butt heads. But there's a difference between butting heads and not being cohesive and not just getting along.
Like
That's
a toxic work environment?
Yeah, kind of.
I think it was just, and look, first of all, let's get down to the, Mo has butted heads with everybody.
Not me.
No, well, he's not dumb.
Other than when he was telling me to go F myself.
Yeah, I was going to say, were you at his comedy show?
That was probably worse. No, but Mo's probably the nicest guy here.
Yeah.
Biggest smile.
Yeah.
But he's also had some of the most recorded, almost violent fights live on air. Like, think about how many times he has had screaming matches. I mean, top of the lungs, me and him and Gio, him and SBK, him and Spike.
That's just black people.
There's probably more. But, yeah, Mo's had the biggest blow-ups.
Are you saying that Mo's perpetrating the fraud?
No, I don't think it's fraud.
Okay.
I just think
he walks around nice, but he's snapping on everybody.
I think he's an emotional cat, and he is very happy. But when you get him to the point where he's not happy, Mo gets super loud. Yeah.
Stands on business.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
cats are emotional.
We should do the next time Drew has a best of planned, just all Mo blowing up on people.
Just all the spots of him blowing up.
Yeah, that'd be great, dude.
I know the one with him and SBK exists on the computer in the Bone TV room with no audio, but you don't need the audio to see that.
Was it good?
It's hilarious. I think
really?
I think it's saved on the desktop.
Yeah.
It's like Mo versus SBK, and you can see them going at it. It's obviously when SBK was hosting, and JR had to usher him out of the studio.
Yeah,
because Mo was ready to go put one on SBK. Rockwell, yeah.
Get it right.
Yeah.
It was a lot. No, it was a lot.
Him and Spike, I was here for that.
Oh, really?
And if I remember...
I was listening.
Yeah.
I was listening to that one.
If I remember correctly, it was kind of what Mo got mad at SBK for. It's that he didn't get to speak his side. But if I'm not mistaken, Mo was also trying to control the show. Like, he's the host.
Right.
He was trying to take control, and Spike wasn't having it. So I think that's what led to it. I can't remember exactly what it was. I just remember I was sitting in that chair, and I was like, well, I got to record this.
Yeah, I like Spike, but if I did a show with him, I'd probably put a hot poker in his eye early.
Spike's a great dude, but you are 100% right. I remember Mo, I love Mo. Mo is the reason I'm on the Bone. I've said this all the time. Even when me and him beefed that one time, I go, I'm going to watch what I say because I respect Mo. And I don't want to say something that's going to be like, well, now we're never going to be good because I could not do that to Mo. I owe Mo a lot.
You always got to love the person that gave you your opportunity on radio.
Exactly. Take hints, other people. Wink, wink. But yeah, that was me. I was like, I'm not going to, go past the line. Me and him are going to butt heads, but we're going to be good at the end of the day. And we always are.
By the way. I just caught that, by the way.
Yeah, thank
that was
you.
Good. That was
good.
That was good.
So you're 100% right when it comes to all that stuff is you kind of got to respect the people you work with. But at the same time, I will stand on business when it comes to a lot of these things, as long as I don't disrespect the people. But anyways, Mo gave me an opportunity to start hosting a show. He's like, well, why don't you take over when I'm off? It's evening, so it's not as as much pressure with the day listeners and whatever. You can have a little more fun.
Johnny's aware.
Yeah, right. So me and Spike did a show, and there's no controlling him. Like Mo needs to be studied on how he knows how to just deal with Spike. Because
he's like the Spike whisperer.
Yeah, yes. Thank you. Best way of putting it. He's a Spike whisperer because there's stuff you cannot just control the normal person where Mo knew how to handle him.
So Spike's like, let me tell you about 45. Then Mo's like, pss, pss, pss,
yeah.
pss, like Caesar.
Me and Spike hosted a show that got called 3 different things because every time it failed, to me at least. He loved every time. I was like, no. Rebranded. We're not going by that anymore.
Failed.
That's what I think. But I'm my biggest critic. So after this show, people are going to be like, how did it go with Ian and Johnny? I go, they killed it. I sucked. You know what I mean? That's just how I am.
I hate me too.
Yeah. So Spike had this idea, and he didn't tell me it because we made a deal. I was like, all right, you host this one, and I'll kind of fall back. So then it's on you. Then when I host, you got to fall back. When he hosted, he had this idea of, instead of rejoin music, what if I put rejoins of comedy bits as
Who said that?
Spike. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, so, I'll have like Dave Chappelle telling a joke and then we'll come back.
It's a bad idea.
And I told him that. He goes, why? I go, so your idea is you're going to go put on something funny that gets a real pop that's known. It's a known laugh.
Yeah.
And then we got to go follow that joke and do comedy on here. I go, that's a terrible idea. And he's like, no, I'm getting them in the room to have jokes and a good time and fun. I go, people know what they're coming for.
Correct.
But if you put that bit on, 1, it's weird, and 2, again, we're following it. Now we're following up. Like, it's like going on after Chappelle. You're going to not be as good.
It doesn't flow.
Yeah.
I don't see any way that flows. Music is just get people in a good mood. Knowing that
everybody knows what bumper music is.
Yeah.
It's just kind of walking. It's like a walk-up song in wrestling or a comedy or anything. You're walking up into the segment. If you play a comedy segment, people are going to think they're on XM Comedy Channel.
That might change.
And they're going to be like, what is going on?
Yeah.
This isn't the Bone at all.
It's the wrong channel.
It's the wrong channel, yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Oh, Spike's good.
You got to think outside the box, but you also got to rein yourself in a little bit.
He'll be with us tomorrow and Friday. Spike will be on with me and Mo. So
yes.
It'll be fun.
Will be good because in doses, when he's controlled, it's funny.
Yeah.
Because he's just unhinged, and some of the stuff he says is like, okay.
Does he believe the things that he says?
I think he's a little like Monica sometimes. I think they're a lot more alike than they like to admit.
Controversy.
I think that they sometimes go against the grain, and sometimes I don't even think they believe.
Like devil's advocate just to do it?
Just to do it.
I'm going to disagree with you.
You think so? Okay.
I think Spike doesn't believe it. I think Monica 100% believes everything she says.
Okay.
I really do believe that. I don't think Monica's lying when she says stuff. I really don't. I just think that's how she's wired.
Okay. I want to say lying. I don't think she's lying. I just think sometimes they might see it from the other side to play that perspective. And then they'll just stand on that side because that's the stance they took.
I feel like sometimes they're in a lot of people are in echo chambers, so whatever they're consuming, whether it's visual media, social media, they're seeing one angle of everything. And I know people that are in echo chambers on the far right side. I know people that are in echo chambers on the far left side. There's hardly any in the middle. I've created my middle echo chamber. It's barbecue and big booties. It's a beautiful place to be. I see political stuff. I swipe quick because then I tell the algorithm, oh, he don't like that. So I feel like if you get, because man, like the opinions sometimes, and I go, it just sounds like you're parroting what a lot of other people are saying, and I don't believe you really even feel like that at your core. You know what I mean? Like Monica saying, I don't like to say manhole cover, because it's sexist.
But I've seen Monica do things, and her explanation doesn't make sense. So, like when me and JP were sitting outside, I was smoking a little something. I had some kratom. I gave him kratom at the event, and Monica walked through the grass gingerly because she didn't want to kill any bugs.
What?
In the grass. And I look at her, I go, what? She goes, no, I don't want to kill any of the bugs in the grass. And I go, who can make that up?
So she don't have an exterminator?
Make that up.
She don't have an exterminator once a month at her apartment?
It's just what's that movie with the guy with all the roaches? It's just like that at her house?
Yeah.
They're all just
Joe's apartment?
Joe's apartment,
Well, she doesn't like to kill anything. Yeah. Like, I believe there's something to that, And listen, I've always got along with Monica.
I like her.
And the thing is, sometimes she'll have an opinion and think that a large segment of people are with her, and they're not. And they're not.
Yeah.
They're not. Like 0.007. And that's not a big percentage.
There was a time where me and Monica just weren't good. And I absolutely could not stand her and hated her and whatever. And we butt heads nonstop. And it was toxic. It was bad.
You still butt heads.
We butt heads.
Yes,
but
you did.
We got to a place, and I don't know, I can't speak on her side, but from my side, there came a moment where I go, well, Monica and me would have never coexisted in school because I'm the guy who doesn't play by the rules. I bend the rules. I like to poke the bear, blah, blah, blah. She's the complete opposite. Yes. And she's the complete opposite to the point where she reminds me of my sister. My sister and me didn't have a good relationship at times because she was my parents' informant. She would go tell them everything, whatever. But I never stopped loving her because it's my sister.
Snitch.
I got it. Yeah. But I was like, but I knew how to carry myself around her. And that's where I got with Monica, where it's like, okay, I know exactly what you're about. Now we can be good because I just know how to carry myself around you. Don't talk about this stuff around her, or, she might tell on you on this because of how she feels with, like, obligations to be right and, like, go tell when you see wrong. You know what I mean?
You're the Monica whisperer.
Yeah, I wish. I think that's JP now. I just know now, like, we have a brother and sister relationship.
Yeah,
there are going to be days where me and her get on each other's nerves, but the next day I'm going to come in and we'll be good because we are like brother and sister now.
And you're professionals.
Yeah.
Because listen, you guys can hate each other and want to gouge each other's eyes out, but if it comes down to you or her, nobody knows who's going to go. So why would you want to do that?
Exactly.
Well, I don't want to do. Listen, all we got to do is just get along. I mean, that's easy to do, man.
Yeah.
Real easy.
We're all strong personalities on the station. So it's natural for you guys, you talking about standing on business. Pretty much everybody here has that kind of an attitude. There's not a lot of betas working on the bone that are personalities. There's not a lot of people backing down really, honestly, in the lineup now, there used to be.
Yeah, I'm looking now at the lineup in my head. I guess you can see me thinking about it. I was like, I think he's right. There's not one person on air that would be like, that's complete beta.
That won't stand up for themselves. Yeah.
Like, even if, like, okay, so, like, I'm not saying he's just like this. Pap's not as strong-headed and, like, forceful as us as alphas, but he will stand on business. You're not going to just push him around.
When he yells at Gio, it's the best.
There's a moment where, like, people, the whole Spanish thing, talking about Spanish leave, when he left, they're like, some listeners were like, well, Pap's going to be the new punching bag. I go, well, you don't know Pap.
Right. Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean? They're like, he does everything Mike asks. I'm like, yeah, because he's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't mistake being a good guy and being a pushover. He's a good guy. He'll help out, but you're not going to lie on him and speak about him in a wrong way, and he's just going to sit there and take it like a little bitch.
Right.
He's going to stand on business.
Pap's my brother.
Yeah.
And if you don't like Pap, we can't hang out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't like Pap, I mean, come on. Who are you?
Yeah.
There's a handful of people like that where you say, if you don't like that person,
then who are you?
Like, if you didn't like Ann Kelly, I'd be like, what are you?
Who
like,
would possibly?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
I'd fight him.
When you were told that someone didn't like John Senning, you're like,
what?
What's up with that person?
I was told actually there was somebody talk bad about John Senning, and I was like, I've never heard anybody speak.
That's hate. That's a hater right there.
I talked to him about it, and he was like, it was, I don't know if it was a misunderstanding, but nobody else though. Like, John's that's why it was so weird when JoJo and John were butting heads. I'm like, those are two most likable people in the building.
And you had touched on it, that, like, people thought that was a bit. People were reaching out to me on DMs, and I don't really DM back a lot of people like this, but they're like, is that what it's come to? You guys have to do bits now, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what are you talking about?
You can see, and I watch Bone TV, and when you can see John's face and you can see JoJo's face, I know them both a little bit. Nope. That was not a bit. JoJo was, she was riled, and John was confused a little bit. Like, clearly something was bothering her. I'm sure they took care of it now, okay, because it's way better now.
Yeah.
But there was a couple weeks where there was an issue.
Yeah.
I'm sure they took care of it.
It's communication is key, dude, and we do it live on air, so it's nice.
I mean, there was a time when Will and Johnny went through stuff. I remember texting Will when I heard what happened. I was like, hey, man, good for you doing what you need to.
Good for you trying to force your name onto a show.
Yeah, right. I was like, good for you for doing what you believe in. Stand on your guns.
Going behind Johnny's back and talking to John Brennan before you talk to him.
Johnny had no idea that I texted Will that. And then one day, me and Johnny were talking, and I was doing my podcast. He's like, hey, do you mind if I come on? I was like, yeah, let's chop it up. And I found out everything that was left out. Because you had said earlier when we were going on about the relationships, there's two sides to the story. There's yours, and the truth is somewhere in the middle. And I had missed the truth in the middle. I was only hearing Will's side, and I congratulated him like an idiot when I didn't even hear Johnny's side of it. And Johnny put it all in perspective, and I was like, oh my God. And I sent this guy a text when I shouldn't have. I should have heard more of the story and been like, you're doing wrong, dog. You messing up, dog.
Well, you could listen to Will's side and say, well, I think he has something to stand on, but that's just his feelings, though.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So feelings don't help a lot.
No.
And he wasn't in a situation where his feelings mattered. I hope that didn't come out right.
No,
but if you're the secondary guy on the show, you don't have the right.
Well, I mean,
you don't have the right.
He just didn't go about it right. Like, it could have been done way
I
differently.
don't know if there's a right way to do it, John.
I mean,
I really
going
don't.
to management behind the host back,
Definitely.
that's
if he'd have come up to you and said,
and telling other people in the building that you're more talented than me. I mean, everything gets back.
well, that's if he came up to you and said, hey, John, I think I do this much in the show. I like my name on it. You're like, yeah, well, this is not the right time. You know what I mean? Even at that point, if he didn't like your answer, it still would have turned out poorly.
Yeah. I mean, when he did come to me, I said, I go, look, I'm not real comfortable doing that because, I've been through a lot with this show. I've been through, 11 years, well, at the time it was 10 years. And, I've been through a lot of producers, things like that. And I said, I wouldn't mind giving you your own thing. Like on nights when I'm not here, I'm doing comedy and you sit in seat one, which happened about 15 times a year. I said, why not call it the Will Takeover or call it the Will Coon Show or something like that? I said, I'm all about promoting you. Every day I would start the Johnny B Show out by talking about the homemade broadcast, like, hey, go download Will's podcast. I mean, could you imagine another host every day makes a priority to promote something outside of his show? I mean, so I did that because I cared about him. I made him a groomsman at my wedding. I considered him one of my best friends, and so I was blindsided by it, and it was the ultimatum overall that I didn't like. It was like, either you do this or I quit. And it kind of put me in a situation like, all right,
okay.
I really don't have a choice in this matter, because I'm not going to, give in to, terrorism or whatever you call it.
It's not a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay, forget about that. Let's talk about this business, okay? There's branding. Branding is, I hear Mike Calto joking about branding. But branding is a thing.
Sure.
You just can't change things, mid-stride. Because you don't know that in 3 weeks, he doesn't go away somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not only that, but there was no benefit in doing it,
Correct.
right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And I made that point too. I go, look, if they were saying we're going to give you guys contracts or we're going to guarantee you endorsements, and if you just wrap it around and call it Johnny and Will, then I would have changed it in a heartbeat. It wouldn't even been a question. I go, so it's going to better our careers, but it was just for his feelings.
Agreed.
And it just wasn't presented right and everything else. And it broke my heart. I asked him, don't quit. I said, don't quit. Let's work it out. And he still quit. I didn't fire him. I didn't tell him, go F yourself. I was nice the whole way. And it wasn't until, other things came out and I got a little upset and I said some stuff on Dizzy's podcast. But besides that, I've kept it, I've always still rooted for him. I hope people still go listen to his podcast. I hope he succeeds. I don't really have any ill will. It was just, pun intended. Yeah. It was just the way it went down. I wasn't comfortable with. I wasn't happy with, and I still was very nice about the whole deal. I knew for 4 or 5 months that he was going behind my back, and I still did the show and tried to keep everything upbeat and positive because at the end of the day, the listeners are what matter to me more than anything because I don't have anything without them. So
once you poured or else in it, it's over.
I don't like it.
It's over.
If my wife did that to me, we'd be done, dude.
Yeah.
If she gave me an ultimatum with something, they'd be like, we don't do that. Yeah, that's not what you do to people you care about.
I was always the guy to punch somebody in the face in the middle of the ultimatum.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I don't have time to hear the whole ultimatum. If you don't, bap.
Let's be honest. If I was Ian Beckles, I would punch so many people in the face.
Don't be violent.
All the time, dude.
Be peaceful. I'm about love. Look at me. I got peaceful.
Because you're a good person. You put me in your body, I'm a monster.
Yeah. I'm taking advantage of that. 100%. Like,
if you lived in this body, though, it would calm you down. Because it would calm you down. Because I walk in the room and people are automatically scared of me.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be the loud one. I'm trying to be the quiet one.
I wish I was that. People want to try me all the time. They're like, look at that walking the beanbag chair.
Yeah. I saw Ian Beckles today walking in, and I almost ran inside across the street. Oh, wait, it's Ian. We're good here.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history. The driver's last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Sometimes injuries that may seem minor today affect you for the rest of your life. Not all injuries are visible. I've seen it too many times. A client hires the wrong attorney who just wants to get fast cash. You've already gotten hurt in the accident. Don't get hurt again. Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com or give me a call at 1-800-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Office, Tampa.
Find your path at Hillsborough Community College. HCC offers affordable, flexible options for earning an associate degree or certificate. Our dynamic learning environment offers expert faculty and engaging student life, and our convenient class schedules fit your schedule. Then seamlessly transfer to a four-year university or start your career right away. At HCC, we'll get you there. Register now at hccfl.edu.
I'm honored by the number of referrals that Bernetti PA gets from others in our legal profession. We have represented clients referred to us by other law firms and even represented judges. They've called us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. You want to listen to this. Will is hosting a tramp stamp tax stamp event this Saturday, August 9th. Will is offering free stamps on most models of their suppressors. If you wait until January 1st, you run the risk of no inventory. So why wait? Will is going to cover you and avoid the tax stamp fee. Shark Coast Tactical has the inventory now, and he will cover the fee on these select cans. Oh, yeah. In addition, Silent Chico is jumping in to offer $200 worth of free stuff as well. Shark Coast Tactical is on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
This year, fuel prices have been a bit of a roller coaster. Here in Tampa, drivers finally have some relief at the pump, but prices are likely to go up by the end of the summer. Well, you know what can make your ride smoother? The Upside app. With Upside, you can earn cash back on every fill-up, which means there's money to be earned even when gas prices are low. Upside earns you up to 25 cents per gallon at hundreds of nearby locations, like Circle K, Racetrack, and Shell. Download the app and see why millions of Upside users have racked up almost $1 billion in cashback earned. For a limited time, get a 25-cent per gallon bonus on your first purchase with promo code TAMPA04. That's promo code TAMPA04 for an extra 25 cents per gallon on your next fill-up. With Upside, you can roll up to a nearby gas station and coast straight to cashback earnings. Don't forget to use promo code TAMPA04. Upside. Cashback smarter. Offers vary by user and location. Terms and conditions apply. Go to upside.com for details.
Get a free tank of gas with any service appointment during our Customer Appreciation Day.
Thank you.
At Ken Ganley Kia for 1 day only. Saturday, August 9th. Service any make or model and get a free tank of gas on us. Whether it's an oil change, tire rotation, or a full service checkup, we'll include a free tank of gas with any paid service. Appointments are limited. Call today or schedule online at Ken Ganley Kia, NewportRichie.com. Ken Ganley Kia, Newport Richie on US 19. Bigger discounts mean even lower prices at Ken Ganley Kia, home of 0% financing, 0 down, or 0 payments for 90 days. We've got over 1,200 new Kias with discounts up to $5,000. That's $5,000 off at Ken Ganley Kia, Newport Richie on US 19. Online at KenGanleyKia, NewportRichie.com. 25 Sportage APR 48 months plus tax, tag, title, and dog fee on approved credit through KMF.
And now, back to JP.
Turn your lights down low and pull your window curtain.
JP Show, 102.5 The Bone. Thank you, Johnny, for stepping in with us, hanging out. Still got Big Bro with me, Ian Beckles. Oh, man.
Chant down Babylon.
You can't do wrong with Bob Marley.
No, sir.
And old Lauryn Hill, to be honest.
Old Lauryn Hill.
Old Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, there's the new Lauryn Hill. I saw her in concert, and
how late was she?
It was the worst concert I've ever seen. It was the worst concert I've ever seen. She was just uncomfortable. She didn't want to be up there.
Where was it? Was it like a small venue?
No, it was a bigger venue. I can't think where it was. Like, I want to say Ruth Eckerd or something like that.
Okay, it was here.
Like that.
It was here. Okay.
And she didn't want to be up there. She was uncomfortable. That and Hall & Oates was terrible.
Yeah.
And I love Hall & Oates.
Lauryn Hill had, and I think it started when she lost control of her music.
Yeah.
And when she went and performed, she would have to do renditions because if she did her own, she would kind of get in trouble. She'd have to pay and stuff.
Yeah.
That was when I think she stepped off of being a performer and loving what she did, and she started half-assing it. She was known to show up hours.
Very late.
Yeah. And sometimes she would get to venues, and I don't know why, because she's been performing forever with the Fugees and just her solo stuff. She would get to venues, and there would be a noise ordinance at 11, and she'd get there at 10:40 on stage, do 2 songs, and just peace out.
And be out. Yeah.
And people would not get refunds for that.
Yeah, I'm good with Lauren. Lauren is very, very talented.
So talented.
She's been through some stuff, though.
Yeah. But there was a time where you could tell me no wrong about Lauryn Hill. When she had the Miseducation, Lauryn Hill, that was still to this day probably one of my top 10 albums of all time.
Funny as you bring up Bob Marley, the one moment, I haven't been with Spike on the air very often. And one time I was on Mo's show and Spike was there. We were talking music, and we were talking about Bob Marley. And I go, name me a Bob Marley song. And Spike could not name a Bob Marley song. Then he said, well, Marvin Gaye was a bigger influence in music anyways. There's very few names in any genre that are bigger in music than Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Okay, because we're talking about a whole country and a whole genre. Because I could go around this building and ask anybody, name me a reggae artist. And they'll all would name one. That'd be Bob Marley.
That's true.
Marvin Gaye was great, but he's not Bob Marley. He didn't lead a revolution of a whole country.
Yeah.
Come on, Spike.
Spike is unique. Spike is the same.
That's a good way to say it.
Yeah, he's the same person who told me Dave Chappelle's not funny. I'm like, oh, the guy we all agreed is one of the goats of comedy.
Dave Chappelle's not funny?
Yeah, and I'm like, well, who do you find funny? He goes, Kevin Hart's funnier. And then I'm like, Kevin Hart?
Yeah, how about I don't listen to you for anything?
Yeah.
Nothing.
And I get comedy is subjective, but Kevin
Hart's not in the same category as Dave Chappelle. In any way.
Kevin Hart to me he's at his peak when he's talking, just doing interviews and stuff like that, when he could just be naturally quippy and funny. But when he does stand-up now, it fell off. His first 2, maybe 3 were great. And then they just started being like, man, I got money and there's raccoons at my house. He started becoming a character. And that's where I started hating Kevin Hart. And even in the movies he's in, he's just like, oh my God, look at me, I'm small.
Though? Well, give me one movie Kevin Hart was in that's good.
That was
good. It Ain't Half-Baked?
No.
And that was 30 years ago.
Maybe, no, not even that. I was going to say maybe the first ride-along.
I can't even think of a Kevin Hart movie. That's how good he is in movies. I can't think of one. Not one.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's out. I don't think he's out. He's not Dave Chappelle, that's for sure.
No.
Dave Chappelle is one of the most brilliant comedians ever.
Yeah.
Period.
Spike had said that, basically, Dave Chappelle, people just laugh because he's Dave Chappelle. And I go,
which will make you funny. It doesn't matter why people are laughing. If they're laughing, that makes you funny. And if I'm sitting here and I got a booger in my face and they're laughing and they're still laughing. Laughing is laughing. You're going to laugh because he's Dave Chappelle? If he just doesn't say anything, they're not going to laugh, right? I never heard Dave Chappelle say anything that's not funny.
Yeah.
Never.
Don't get me wrong. Here's the thing. He had said some of the stand-ups were just terrible. I go, look, he's definitely on a different. He's changed stand-up.
He's a deep thinker.
Yeah, because now it's basically like a TED Talk with comedy, which I enjoy. It's different, but I don't think he's put out bad stand-up. They're just not as good as some of the ones that he put out. They're just classics.
Well, I think he turned more into. He was a little bit more slapsticky back in the day.
Yeah.
Now he's turning into more George Carlin.
Yes.
Deep thinking, make you think a little bit. Chappelle's he gets away with sitting there smoking cigarettes all day. I don't think, who else smokes cigarettes anymore?
Yeah, isn't he said it's part of his art now? So, like,
care.
they
He's
just
smoking
allow it
cigarettes.
at
Yeah.
venues because he's like, this is part of my art, this is part of my act.
Yeah, it's like
You can't
snooping
say
weed.
no. Yeah.
Snooping weed. It's part of the act, brother.
That's the kind of fame I want to get to, where you could do things and people can't tell you can't do that.
They said Snoop was allowed to smoke weed in Dubai.
Really?
He said, I'm not coming unless you let me smoke weed.
They'll put you in jail for a long time.
They let him smoke weed in Dubai.
I feel like Dubai and, like, I think it's the Koreas are, like, zero tolerance when it comes to that time.
Yes, but they were lenient on Snoop. It's Snoop.
Yeah.
You can't arrest Snoop for smoking weed.
No.
You going to hell.
That's the place I want to get to. When I go on a Calta cruise and I get popped and they go, oh, that's Dizzy.
Oh, I'm already there. If I was there, you wouldn't have got popped.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Why? Because you're the big intimidating black guy. Like, talk to my security detail.
It's a different feel. I'd be like, come on, Wagwan.
Yeah. Well, I was pretty drunk too, so. That's not a good
I
mix.
wasn't there to babysit you, but I have a funny feeling it wasn't about what you were doing. More so was the way you were acting.
Yes. I'm not arguing that at all.
You had big targets on yourself, and your girlfriend with the neck tattoos is running around ballistic.
Yes.
You guys were targets.
Yes. We made it easy on them.
Really?
We definitely made it easy on them.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone.
August is Renewal by Anderson's Triple Savings Month. $300 off windows, $825 off patio doors, plus no money down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Bonus, first 50 callers get a free True Screen insect screen upgrade. Renewal by Anderson, bestwindowsflorida.com. Superior products, exceptional service. That's Renewal by Anderson.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When we place our loved ones in a nursing home, we expect them to receive the best care. We meet with families who learn that their mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers have been terribly abused in nursing homes. Bed sores, malnutrition, broken bones, dehydration, and yes, even death. If you believe that a loved one has been abused or neglected while living in a nursing home, call us. The consultation is free.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Paid for by Hims & Hers Health. Hims & Hers weight loss is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at 4hers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are not compounded.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At 4hers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and compounded semaglutide, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy, but at a much lower price. So you can lose weight for less money than you'd spend on name-brand drugs. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits starts at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. Plus, the process is 100% online. If prescribed, your personalized plan ships free directly to your door. Reach your weight loss goals with help from Hers. Get started at 4hers.com/radio to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's 4hers.com/radio. FORHERS.com/radio.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Even if you've tried before and were unsuccessful trouble in getting rid of your timeshare, call today and see if we can help. We offer a complete 100% unconditional client satisfaction guarantee. Make this completely free call and learn how we can help you legally put an end to your timeshare nightmare once and for all. You have nothing to lose, so call right now to qualify and receive a free consultation.
Call 800-838-8614. 800-838-8614. That's 800-838-8614.
Paid for by Airtime Media.
1025 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. And now, back to JP.
I came to party. Your girl was looking at me. She's a haggler, no, I'm not tagging her, but you don't want them boys to come over and start asking you what you want to do.
JP Show, final segment, 1025 The Bone. JP will be back on Monday. Tomorrow, Mo will be hosting, featuring me, Johnny B, and Spike, Thursday and Friday. Today, I got my boy, my big bro, owner of Dignitary Cafe, Ian Beckles.
One love to JP, who sent me this, I guess, pure olive oil from Italy.
Yeah.
I'm excited to try this.
Yes.
I mean, he was...
You're going to infuse it?
I'm thinking about infusing it, yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little finishing oil, you know.
Yeah.
You know how we do it.
I like that
Get
idea.
you right.
I was surprised that I got a bottle. Did you request one?
Of course.
Okay.
I said, what are you doing? He says, I'm on vacation in Italy. I said, hook a brother up with some of that EVOO.
Yeah.
And he said, I got you. You know?
See, I don't know enough about that stuff. I don't come from that. You and Johnny B come from the realm of you understand cooking, preparing stuff. So to you, that's like, oh my God. To me, I'm like, okay, cool. I got some more oil.
Yeah, when I talk about a bougie food guy,
yeah.
Like people say I'm a foodie. Get out of here. I'm not a foodie. There's people that are foodies that go to Carrabba's and like, I don't care. I'm deep into it. Like
you're an aficionado.
Spices, oils, butter, the whole compound, this and that. I love everything to do with food. Real talk.
Okay. I get that.
Real.
When it comes to the infusing stuff, how many stuff do you infuse, dog? Like on your own?
Butter and oil.
Butter and oil?
Butter
a lot?
I eat with infused butter and oil every day.
Really?
Every day.
I don't think I knew that about you.
Every day.
So when you wake up, you make like what? Like toast or something?
No, I don't eat in the morning, but if I cook in the middle of the day, I cook using protein, eggs. I'll have my infused butter in there, or my infused oil, and just get your THC that way.
When you do that, now is that something? Because to be honest, I don't really ingest a lot of stuff that are infused.
Okay.
I'm not saying I have an issue with it, but my worry is it's going to be like when I take a strong edible, and now I'm just floored.
I don't take an astronomical amount.
Yeah.
You know, I'll feel. I take it midday. Like I might cook some when I get home, put some infused butter in it. Then I'm gonna have my little nap. I've been up since 4:30. Okay, so I'm gonna have to nap. So that little infused drug, because I'm gonna be up tonight at midnight playing poker.
Why were you up? Oh, because of coaching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm up early, bro.
Yeah.
I'm up. And if I gotta get up at 5, that means I'm gonna get up at 4. Like my alarm does not wake me up. Never.
Yeah.
Never. I got issues.
I need to get more into poker. That's the one card game that I feel I know almost zero about. Like I know, zero about is probably the best way to put it.
I don't think you should really dive into anything you know zero about at your age.
Why?
What are you going to do with it? You're never going to be a good poker player. It's too late. You have to have a passion for it. If there's not a passion, what are you diving into?
You don't think that someone that you could have a certain trade that would make you better at something you learn. So, for instance, if I'm not good with memory and numbers and reading people, I go into poker and I'm going to be trash. But if I have some of those skills, can I not pick up the game of poker?
How old are you?
And then be good? 36.
You know already.
What do you mean?
Anything that, you know, when you're drawn to something like that, you're really drawn to things that you're going to excel at. Okay, nobody likes to be bad at anything.
Yeah.
So there's very few things that I think I'd be good at that I haven't tried.
Okay.
You get kind of drawn to those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so in sports, all right, I can tell you what sports I'm going to be the best at, and I'm also going to tell you what sports I'm going to be the worst at.
Yeah.
I know that. I would probably, off the top of my head, say basketball is not your top sport.
Yeah.
For whatever reasons.
Okay.
I don't know whatever reasons it is, but
it's 9% genetics. I don't have the genetics to fit basketball.
Okay, so height would be part of your kryptonite, okay?
For sure.
Okay, you know what my kryptonite is? Make me run. If you make me run distances,
yeah,
I'm the worst one. Even soccer.
You play goalie.
I was a great goalie.
Yeah.
But if you make me run up and down that soccer field, I would become useless. I don't do distances. I'm not built for that. You know what I mean? But if you do something in a square box or in a phone booth,
yeah,
I'm bringing hats.
I do think that there is something to if you do have some of the traits or skills that could give you an advantage on a certain field or card game or whatever. Sure. You like, for instance, stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a stand-up comedian by any sense of the imagination.
Do you think you can do it?
I've done it once or twice. Was pretty good at it. The only reason I did it is because, and I'm not saying these are anything like the same, but I used to host events, tell jokes all the time on stage. Mm-hmm. So when someone was like, you should try stand-up, I told them I'm not a stand-up comedian. And they're like, well, you're funny on stage. I go, not the same thing. Mm-hmm. Not the same thing to be able to like bring up things in events and then like make little jokes to coming up with sets.
Mm-hmm.
But in the same breath, and this is not a shot at him, I think if me and Everett jumped in to stand-up comedy at the exact same time, we're both older, I might be favored to do a little better because I'm on radio all the time. I've hosted events. And let's take out the whole thing of like, stand-up comedy. But like as an entertainer, I feel like, okay, well, I could have more of an advantage if we both jumped in at the same time.
Sure.
Might not work out, and I might crash and burn, and Everett would, leapfrog me when it comes to that. But I have certain skills that can make me more entertaining, or it'll be easier for me to grasp on.
You have the skills though, because you are funny.
Yeah,
and obviously you verbally you do a great job.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna say stand-up comedy is a weird bird. Because you could be the funniest guy in the world and not be funny on that stage. Those are two different things.
Yes,
because even with the kids the other day at Chamberlain when they were telling the jokes that Galvin and also Johnny B wrote, jokes are all about timing.
And delivery.
Yeah. And they didn't have it.
No.
I mean, they did an okay job, and they were,
Yeah.
But it's all timing and delivery. And if you don't know anything about timing and delivery, you have to.
Yes.
Being on the radio, you have to know timing and delivery. So you have a step up.
I feel like timing, delivery, and confidence are three things you absolutely need if you're going to be a stand-up comedian. I went and, again, I was hosting events. This was when I was still in Toronto. And it was one year we had this event. And I would host it all the time. I was the lead MC and great laughs, whatever. I tried doing stand-up. I did okay once when I did one at the school as part of this little like knockoff talent show. Then I was asked to host an event and do comedy at it, do like a monologue and all that. Did a monologue, bombed. Made it through it, which I'm proud of.
Yeah.
But I bombed, and it was probably not even the best place to do stand-up. I was just doing it kind of more as a favor. It was a lady was retiring. She's like, oh, my retirement thing, having it here at this venue, which was where I emceed. She goes, I'd love you to MC it and do some stand-up. My stand-up was all on, like, getting old and retiring, and it was kind of making fun of people who were old and retiring, which was... Exactly. It was the entire room. Yeah. But as I was writing, I was like, oh my God, this is gold.
Yeah.
And as soon as I went up and started doing it, I was like, well, this is not really getting the pop I deserved.
Sure.
And I remember after, my big mama was talking to me and she's like, oh man, I can't believe you went up and did those jokes. I was like, what do you mean? Those were good. She goes, they were funny, but not for this room. I'm like, they're all retirement people. And she goes, yeah, but you're basically making fun of all of them.
Correct.
They didn't like that, obviously.
Well, think about this. If you're in a room and you have a whole room full of Trump fans,
yeah,
and making Trump jokes, it's not going to work.
Yes.
It's just not going to work.
That's a good point.
Even if they're funny.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
Yes.
So you have to know your rooms.
Yes.
So that's very, very important. Now, I've done some things before. I've done a couple roasts. I mean, I'm not including the Chamber one. I did a roast of Ted Webb back in the day, the old radio guy. And they got some laughs. But I just know that it's different. Do I think I can do stand-up? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Because if somebody said, Ian, you could do stand-up in a month, I think by the time the month comes, I'm a guy, I'm over-prepared.
Yeah.
and I won't sleep for 2 weeks before. Like, I'm that guy.
You're going to put it all into it, yeah.
All into it. Like, I don't like to look bad. I
Yes.
don't like to look bad. So, but I also give respect to people where it's due. I know if you go up there, but I cannot. You don't know that.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I would agree on that.
You know what I mean?
Well, Ian, thank you today for hopping
brother.
in with me. You'll be on tomorrow with Johnny B if he's in, right?
Yeah, I'll be the after show with Johnny B. Yes, and it'll be y'all for the after, right?
Yep. It'll be Mo hosting Thursday and Friday. Looking forward to it because I don't get to do much radio with him.
That's gonna be a black transition.
Yeah, it
is.
is.
Very black transition.
Yeah, it is. Well, I hope everyone's here for it. You can find Ian most of the time hanging out at Dignitary Cafe, where he owns. It's right off West Shore, right before the Gandy entrance. Ian, thank you again, brother.
My pleasure, brother.
And coming up next is my boy John Senning. Senning Show 1 to 4. I will be on with him, and then we will pass it over to Drew Garabo and Drew Garabo Live featuring Mo. Thank you again, Ian. Bless up to everyone. Talk to you in, I guess, 5 minutes.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. One 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Elysian Space Dust IPA presents Same.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Thanks for a free trip. It's a great time to get that engagement ring and let IDC buy your honeymoon. Here's how it works. If you spend $3,500, IDC will give you a 3-day, 2-night hotel getaway with a $100 Visa card for spending. Choose from a dozen romantic cities. Or spend $5,000 on her jewelry and IDC will give you a 3- or 4-night luxury cruise for 2. Spend $10,000 and you'll get a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort. Choose from 4 countries. Listen, if you're getting engaged, celebrating an anniversary, or just want to get away for some romance, IDC has it covered. You buy the ring, we'll give the getaway. Hurry, this is a limited time offer. Details and restrictions at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
Avoid the stress of listing your home on the market and sell your home fast for all cash with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. And don't worry about repainting your scuffed up walls or fixing your leaky faucet. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market. Receive an all cash offer and close in as little as 21 days. There are no showings, no open houses, and no costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate makes selling your home stress free. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
This year, fuel prices have been a bit of a roller coaster. Here in Tampa, drivers finally have some relief at the pump, but prices are likely to go up by the end of the summer. Well, you know what can make your ride smoother? The Upside app. With Upside, you can earn cash back on every fill-up, which means there's money to be earned even when gas prices are low. Upside earns you up to 25 cents per gallon at hundreds of nearby locations, like Circle K, Racetrack, and Shell. Download the app and see why millions of Upside users have racked up almost $1 billion in cash back earned. For a limited time, get a 25-cent per gallon bonus on your first purchase with promo code TAMPA04. That's promo code TAMPA04 for an extra 25 cents per gallon on your next fill-up. With Upside, you can roll up to a nearby gas station and coast straight to cashback earnings. Don't forget to use promo code TAMPA04. Upside. Cashback smarter. Offers vary by user and location. Terms and conditions apply. Go to upside.com for details.
Listen up. August in Tampa is no time to gamble on your AC. Super Heat and Air and Plumbing. That's right. They've teamed up with the experts at ABC Plumbing. They are keeping things cool with a $29 AC system check. Even if your system is not working, they'll check it out. If there's an issue, that $29 becomes a credit towards the fix. These aren't rookies. They're certified techs with fully stocked trucks. They come out there for the same-day service with a no-pressure approach. If you're feeling weak airflow, warm air, or just haven't had your AC looked at in a while, now is the time. Don't get stuck waiting during a heat wave. Call Super Heat and Air and Plumbing today and take the worry off of your plate. No one wants to be stuck in a hot home. Super Heat and Air is available to you 24 hours, 7 days a week for an emergency for both your AC and the plumbing. $29 will get you a full AC system check, even if your system is not running. Give them a call today at 813-618-5818. That's 813-618-5818, or find them online at